Hi, everybody. Okay, so um, I ran into some issues today. I was hoping to share my screen with you guys so that you can see what I'm seeing. Um, so I do apologize, but this video is not going to go the way I had hoped. But I wanted to let you guys know that I did get video back up and working. So we're going to be talking about a bunch of different issues again tomorrow. Tonight it's getting kind of late, so I'm going to postpone it for tomorrow. However, I did want to let you guys know a few things. So I previously sent the premier of Manitoba an email asking for an appointment. And I got a response from his office today. It reads, "Good afternoon. On behalf of the Honorable Wab Kinew, Premier Manitoba, we would like to thank you for your correspondence. Unfortunately, the Premier is unable to meet due to heavy scheduling demands and has asked that we convey his regrets. Sincerely, Premier Correspondence Team, Government of Manitoba." So if I could figure out, I'm still having some technical issues. So once I do figure it out, I'll show you guys the email. Um, but I wanted to mention this because I really felt like it was him giving me the brush off and him sticking his head in the sand and pretending like these issues don't exist. Um, now, in the email I sent to his office, I stated, it as a politician, it would be in his best interest to get ahead of things before I post on public media, right? If there's issues, if I was a politician and there was issues, I would want to know about it so that I could say, well, I am aware, I am dealing with it, you know, but he literally just gave me the brush off. So if he wants to find out about this stuff when everybody else does, hey, that's his call, right? Um, and I'm not saying he isn't aware of things, but and if he is, he definitely is sticking his head in the sand because things aren't getting better, they're getting worse. And I will show you guys that tomorrow, some of the comments from Manitobans. Um, but for tonight, um, I wish I could show you guys what I'm seeing here. I've got to figure this out. But for tonight, I want to talk about Kenora a little bit. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but I did want to mention that in Kenora we got a little bit of a snowfall today, and it was about I don't know exactly how much it was. They were calling for between 5 and 10 centimeters. Um, and I mean it is northern Ontario, so I mean it's not that uncommon, right? I mean, yes, it is April. Yes, I'm hoping that the weather does get nicer, but it isn't unheard of that we get snow at this time of year. What is very strange, I thought, was that the city literally shut down the transit system at 1 o'clock today. I mean, yes, the roads were a little bit slippery, but I didn't within the city of Kenora or town of Kenora, they weren't they weren't ridiculous. Like people were still driving around, they were getting to and from work. Yes, they were taking it a little bit easier on the roads. Yes, they were moving a little bit slower, but things were moving. And for all those individuals who depend on the city transit to get to and from work, they were left stranded. Um, and I mean, hopefully they had money for a cab, but if you're a lower income individual and you don't have money for the cab, your only other option is to walk home, right? And for me, if I were to walk home, that would probably be about an hour walk for me. And I'm not saying it's not doable, but when you're talking about rushing to get home to kids or pet or other commitments, I mean, it really it really speaks to how the city is running things when a vital service is just shut down, like with only a couple hours notice. Like from my understanding, they posted the notice mid-morning, that there wouldn't be any transit system as of 1 p.m. today. But again, that leaves a lot of people stranded, and hopefully nobody was too inconvenienced, but realistically, I mean, if you're a lower income individual and you're trying to get home, what are you going to do, right? Anyways, we'll talk more about um, the transit systems and other things in the next few videos. I did want to touch on one thing though. So if you've been following my Facebook posts, you'll notice that I've been counting up the days. And that is because I've noticed that somebody has um, been messing around with my Facebook feed. And there are days where I can see absolutely nothing Kenora related. And there are days where after I make it very publicly known that I think somebody's hacked my Facebook, um, that things get better. And so I've started saying, like for every day that my feed is being tampered with, I'm going to start posting, I'm going to do a segment on Kenora. And I think that's fair. I mean, people be nice to me, I'll be nice to them, right? Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone type thing. Um, but, and I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I'm not going to be like bashing Kenora or anything like that, but I am going to call it as I see it, like the transit system. That should not have happened. The transit system is a vital service to individuals who cannot afford a lot to get to and from where they need to go. And to shut it down, um, it's not a good situation for individuals. Anyways, I'm rather tired tonight, so I'm going to say goodnight, and I will talk to everybody tomorrow. Hopefully I can get my um hopefully I can get the screen sharing going, and you guys can see what I'm seeing, and I can explain things a heck of a lot better. You guys have a good night.